everybody, it is April. Today's project is a t-shirt dress, and I've got these t-shirts. It's hard to find colored t-shirts, that have bright colors on them when you order from like Jiffy shirts that are in a size 4T. Now you go to Walmart and Granimals, and right now you can get those 4Ts if you can find them in some really cute colors. But so I've got this gray t-shirt, and I'm going to make a skirt out of this zebra print, and this zebra print is adorable. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm not going to say how to do it because I've never done it before. I talked about it, I've watched videos, I've been out on Pinterest to see how other people have done it, and then I talked to my mother yesterday, who is, she knows everything about sewing. So I have a plan. We'll see how it goes. The gathering foot that I ordered for my sewing machine isn't here yet, so I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is fine. Then, like I said, there's not really a good selection of t-shirts in 4T, so I have another gray and this camper fabric, which is what the cosmetic bag is made out of, so I thought that would be cute on there. So the first thing I need to do is I need to measure across here, and then I'm supposed to double that and then double it again. So let's get out a measuring tool. Actually, got one right here on my mat. Alright, so this is, let's say 12 and a half. So that's 25, and 25 and 25 is 50. Let's make it 40 and see what happens. Alright, so I've got my fabric. Now fabric, when you get your fabric, it's folded in half. So you've got your selvage edge and your selvage edge. Selvage is the part where it's got the little holes in it. So from here to here is usually 44, but by the time you take off the selvage, I always count it as 40. So what we can do, since this is 40, we can cut as much of this as I want for the length. Now that's probably going to mess up bias or something else, but let's just have fun with it. Alright, so I'm going to make it, how long do I want to make it? I'm thinking I'm going to have to hem it, and I don't want it to be too long, but let's do it at 17 for right now. Make it 18 because I'm going to have to even it up. Okay, so I'm lining it up here and across this black line. And then I need to go and line it up on this line as well. Take my rotary cutter and this takes practice. So don't think that you just automatically get a straight cut the first time you do it.
I like this one, Dee.
You do?
Yeah.
And there's my helper. This is actually who the dress is going to be for. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Alright. Okay, so to me, this is the length. So this is how it's going to go. Shirt here. And here. So, it's going to be plenty long enough. Okay. I think it's going to be plenty wide enough too. That's a lot of gathering. Okay, so we do want to cut off the selvage edges. So I'm just going to cut it in half. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line it up on the bottom line of my mat, and then put the selvage edge on the outside of this outside line. And I'm not doing this for anyone other than me or show. So this is the first one I'm making. And to me, the first one's always the practice one, so I don't try to get all crazy. Yes?
I have the outside for you.
Okay. Alright, on to the sewing machine. Okay, so I've got all my thread loaded, my bobbin ready, everything's good to go. I am doing an overcast stitch. And this is along what's going to be the hemline, because I'm going to hem it first. That just sounded like a good idea to me. So let's see how this goes. I've got the foot on. I have the stitch. This is the overcasting stitch. Oh, and it looks backwards. I wonder if it'll come out right. I don't know. We'll have to see. Overcasting stitch. Alright, so I'm going to run that all along. And essentially this is to keep my material from fraying. And it said make sure you feed the material along the guide. So let me see if I can show you. So that's the stitch, and that's supposed to keep it from fraying. Now I did that so that I could do a hem, and that is on the next page, and that is called the blind stitch. My camera skills are not good. And it said to do the overcast first, then do some basting, and align the guide of the presser foot with the folded edge. Okay, let's fold it like this and see what happens. So here I have my guide. I'm going to unlock it. Okay, now my stitch is 30. So I'm on 27, and I'm going to go to 30. Alright, so I'm going to put that on the guide, put the presser foot down. Okay. And let's see how this goes. I've got a regular straight stitch. So you got your basting stitch, which is a wide stitch, and then you have what you want to do is at the end pull quite a bit of thread before you cut it off, and you're going to hold the top piece of thread and you're going to gather it, and you're going to try and make it pretty even, which we all know that probably won't go well with me. But so, and then what you're doing is you're gathering it until it's about 12 and a half and 12 and a half, 24 inches. And actually mine's a little shorter than that, so that you can sew it on your t-shirt. Alright, so your skirt's going to be a little curved now because you have gathered your skirt. Okay, yeah. So if you look in the camera, you can see that it's a zigzag along the edge, so this should keep it from fraying. Okay, now my mother told me that when she did hers, it had her run another stitch under the gathering. Now, so here you can see we have two lines. So this top line is what I used to gather it. This bottom stitch is a tighter stitch, and it should hold that gathering in place. Now I'm going to fold the two together like this. So I'm going to make the skirt. I'm going to close the skirt essentially. Okay, so I wanted to show you how to connect the two pieces. The shirt is right side out, then you turn your skirt inside out and you maneuver it into the skirt, kind of upside down. And then you take pins and you want to make sure that the back seam is in the middle of the back, and you take your pins, and you can measure and mark. I didn't do that. Take your pins, and I just put maybe 6 and pin it in place. And then I'm going to take you over to the sewing machine, and I took my sewing table off so that there's the sewing arm. And then you can slide this under the sewing arm. And sew your seam.
I want to see my picture.
Okay, hold on. Back up and twirl in your dress. Okay.
I want to see.
Hold on, let me go.